Alright, it's about 6:30 in the morning, Thursday morning, and we are going for a run. Don't normally go midweek, I only normally do one run a week on a weekend. But thought I would try and just do 2 this week. Only going to do about 20 minutes today because I am training for the Great South Run, which is a 10-mile race in 5 weeks' time. And my Garmin this morning has said this, which has been a good reminder. So I'm just going to do an easy 20 minutes, as I say, and let's see how this one goes today. So Garmin this morning wanted me to do sprints, 10-second sprints. I think it was 5:20 or 5:40 minute mile pace. Now, I've never run 5:20 minute mile pace, or 5 anything for that matter, in my life. I think the most I've done on a track is about 6 minute miles, so that's pretty nuts. Well, I don't know where its information comes from, why it thinks I can do that kind of speed, but there's no way on earth. Not even 10 seconds, so I'm just going for an easy run because I do have a bit of shin splints in my right leg, which I've had for 6 months, and it's very mild, but I can't get rid of it. So any kind of speed work just makes it worse, which is a bit of a bummer. But anyway, right, I will catch you guys after this run. Back from my run. I'm sweating rather a lot. I think I did just over 2 miles in about 21, 22 minutes, something like that. But in my usual style, I went out really slowly and sped up throughout the whole run. So I need to stop doing that. So I think at one point I was doing 9:20 minute miles. But anyway, it's done. I feel okay. And I just tried out the new running shoes that I bought. I bought some more Puma Forever Run Nitros, which are more stability shoes, because they're the only thing that doesn't seem to aggravate my ankle injury that I've had. It seems to come back whatever other shoes I wear. So the pair I've already got, although they haven't done that many miles, they are a bit big because they work out a bit big. So I got half a size down, they seem to be fine. So I think we're going to do all the training for Great South Run in those rather than the other ones, because they give me blisters a bit as the mileage sort of gets a bit longer. So that's sorted, hopefully. Now, Great South Run being 10 miles, I've only ever done a 10-mile race once before, and that was in Derby a few years ago now. I was pretty fit then, and I did it in 1 hour and 29 minutes something. Now, Garmin this morning is predicting that I can do the Great South in 1:29. Well, that's obviously not going to happen, as we're only 5 weeks away. So I was hoping for maybe 1:35, which would be 9.5 minute miles, which is the same pace that I did Run Norwich in, and that was only 10k, but it was really hilly. If you've not watched that video, I put a link to it up here so you can have a look. But I know 10 miles is a lot further than 10k or 6.2 miles, but hopefully, because I believe this course is flat, and with a bit more training, hopefully I can train twice a week. Hopefully I might be able to manage it, but after my run this morning, I think it's probably at the moment going to be more like 10 minute miles, so we'll just have to see, won't we? Right, I've got to go to work and get a coffee and get changed, so I'll catch you guys a bit later. It's Saturday, we're at Milton Country Park, just arriving there now, which is in Cambridge. Brian's doing parkrun. I'm not doing it this morning, so I have got Monty the dog. So I'm looking after him instead, and he won't do parkrun. But last weekend, it was my turn to do parkrun. I didn't do any footage about that because we were at Thetford in Norfolk, and we have already done that one before. So there's already some video footage for that. I'll put a link to that up here if you want to have a look at it. At Thetford last week I did 27 minutes 45, which wasn't too bad. My quickest time this year has been 27:19, so it's not too far off. I came first in my age category out of 15 people, so I was quite pleased with that. That's probably the best I've done in terms of my age category for a while, maybe even years. And this is Milton Country Park. It's quite lovely. And Monty's having a whinge. What's the matter? You want to go and play ball, can't you? Don't you? You want to go and play ball? Yeah. Right, here comes Brian. Up to the finish line. Hello, Brian. Hello. So that was Milton Country parkrun yesterday, and today it's long run day, and I have 8 miles on the menu, which I've just started, probably about half a mile in. Now I'm running down a rural road near where I live. Sorry, idiot cars. I've got a light on my chest. I'm wearing white. It is a little bit misty, but he kind of came at me and pushed me into the verge, and that's why I hate running around these roads, because it is a bit rural and anything can happen. So that's it is a bit, I don't know if it's foggy or just drizzly, but it's all fields around here. I don't know if you could see all the I guess all the condensation comes up from the fields, so it's quite foggy. It is meant to rain about 11 o'clock, so I'm out early today. Got out about 7:30 to try and get home before the rain. So 8 miles, as long as I don't stop, should take me about 80 minutes or so, maybe 90. I'm only taking it easy, 10 something minute miles. So I'm running today into Ely, which is probably about 6 miles away, and I'm going to do a little couple of miles around Ely and then catch the train home. That's the plan. Hopefully the trains are running with no issues. Oh god, so I'm trying out running with a hydration vest, because I've had a few wobblies over the last few runs where my blood sugar has got really low and I've almost passed out afterwards. So I'm trying to avoid that and carry stuff with me. So I have a sports drink here, a little tiny malt loaf and a gel. And now somebody's dog is barking at me. There's all farms out here and they've all got dogs, obviously to protect their property. And over here to my right, there are horses in the field. And the dog's still barking at me. So this road is about 2 miles long and it's dead straight. You flip this around and you can see so it's pretty bleak actually, and I don't really like running down here on my own as a single female. You never know what can happen, but it's the only feasible route really to run into Ely. There's other roads, there's about 3 other roads, but they're very busy with traffic. So I choose this one. I think I'm going to slow down a bit. I'm doing 10-minute miles. I haven't run 8 miles. I'm trying to think when I last ran it. It's probably about 18 months ago, before I got my ankle injury. So I don't really know how this is going to go, or even if I can do it, but it might be a bit stop-start. Hope not, but if I keep it slow enough, hopefully it will be alright. The sun's coming out, look at that. Sun and the mist on the fields is really beautiful. Sometimes I like living in the fens. I'm going to head left up there, down another quiet country road, which is quite short, and then into the village, and then it's footpaths all the way. So this morning, when I started my Garmin, it wanted me to do this long run, so I decided to accept that, and that's what I'm doing now. But it's telling me I'm going too fast. Basically, if you follow Garmin's suggestions, it is Pace Pro in disguise. If you watch my Run Norwich video, you'll know how I feel about Pace Pro. If not, go back and have a look at that. So, not sure I'm a fan, but I'm struggling to run 10 45-minute miles as suggested. That feels a bit too pedestrian right now, but I know it's sensible because I don't want to run out of steam. I am just trying to take this easy, and I'm going to slow down a bit because when I get into the village just down here, there is a couple of bits that go uphill, and you know how I feel about hills. Well, it's not how I feel about them, it's just that I'm not good at them right now. I don't have any hill strength or endurance, and that's what we're trying to build now. I will see you a bit later. I'm just on the outskirts of Ely, done nearly 5 miles. I'm just going around the edge of Ely into town, back to the rail station. I'm starting to get a blister, I think, again, which is really annoying, but it's going okay otherwise. So I've got about a month to go, but I've got a bit further than that to go to the train station, so might end up being more than 8 miles, maybe 8.5. And Garmin is saying I'm going too fast. I've been slowing it down the whole run, and now we're in the last mile. I'm going to do what I want to do, but we are coming up to the hill that I hate, but I feel good about it. We're going to get up it. I'll just slow down and it'll be fine. So run nearly done. Run completed, and I've done just short of 8.7 miles, and I felt good. Got a bit of a sprint on at the end, coming downhill, and best run I've had for a while. And considering I haven't run 8 miles for a long time, I didn't know how that was going to go. So I'm really pleased with that. I'll check in with you when I get home and we'll talk through it a bit more. So I am absolutely buzzing after that run. I haven't had a run that good in such a long time, honestly. I mean, I haven't run that far, as I said, for probably just over 18 months since I did my ankle injury. I can't explain how I feel. I was walking home. I was just smiling all the way home, and I was absolutely buzzing. It's taken me a little while to come down from that, but when you have a good run like that, the whole world seems better, and life feels great. So positive vibes today. I'm really enjoying it. I just hope it carries on like that and that my injury stint is pretty much over. Today there was a little bit of elevation in Ely. This is it here, but nothing too major. I managed to get up the hill that I always dread, and it actually, I don't know what I've been worrying about. It felt absolutely fine today. I think it was just one of those days when everything was just going great and I had a good night's sleep, and I must have fueled quite well, and everything just went well, so really happy with that. So this is the route. This is how it went. I was trying to rein it in. Garmin was pacing me, and it did bleep at me a few times telling me I was going too fast. So I kept slowing it down. It didn't mind if I did 10.05-minute miles, even though the pace it set me was 10.45. It had quite a big range today. So that was really good. And I managed to rein it in most of the way. And we got to about 7 miles, and I just thought, bugger it, basically. I'm just going to do what I want now for the last mile. And actually I ended up doing a bit more because the route was a bit longer back to the rail station. But I could have carried on, honestly. I don't know where it came from today. I think I could have done 10 miles today quite happily. I even wanted to run when I got back home, so I caught the train home. And it's about another 1.25 miles back to my house from the train station. And I could have run that, but I had a cup of coffee in my hand that I bought at the rail station, so I didn't until I got almost home, and then I had a little sprint. I won't lie, I did have a little sprint just before I got home, but Still having a few issues with my blood sugar levels, don't know what's going on. I got almost home though, so before it kicked in, so I'm not too worried today. I did carry some of the, or a saurine lunchbox size malt loaf, so I just put that down my neck quickly and I was all right. And obviously I got home and refueled with some cheese on toast. That was what I fancied. I think, to be honest, my body wanted the salt from the extra mature cheese. That's what I fancied, so that's what I had. And yeah, absolutely amazing run today. I hope the rest of them are all like that. So it is 4 weeks today until the Great South Run. My watch now after that run is predicting I will do it in 1:30:22. So it has slowed it down a little bit, its predictions, which is fine because that is something I'm not going to manage, let's be honest, right now. Although maybe in a few months' time I might. I think it's going to be slower than that. At the moment I'm thinking probably 10-minute miles in race conditions is realistic, which I think will probably be about an hour and 40. The plan now is to do 2 more long runs, because I've obviously got 3 more weekends before race weekend. So next week I'm hoping to do maybe 9 miles or so. The following week do 10 miles, because I want in my head to know that I can actually do the distance. I need the confidence because it's been such a long time since I ran that kind of distance. So it would be good just to know I can do it, just so I feel better on race day. And that'll be 2 weeks out from the actual race. And then the week before the race, I'm planning to do just a park run. We're heading off to stay the night and do a park run to get another letter for our alphabet challenge. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see how I get on over the next few weeks and how I get on race day as well, then hit that subscribe button. That would be great. I'm really trying to grow this channel, and that would help me so much. But that's it for today, and I will see you next week. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching, and happy running.